All right, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the rising cost of buying. Specifically, we are going to look at a couple of changes in the home buying cost. Specifically, we are going to look at prices, interest rate, and commission change. All right, let's dive into the information right now. Welcome back, everyone, to the market update. This is specifically to give you the update of the market interest. Specifically, today we are going to discuss a couple detailed change of the current market and that could impact the home buying process as well. As you see here in front of you is the monthly average sales price per square feet. This is basically telling you how per square feet the dollar value of that square feet on the entire Phoenix County. Okay. As you see here, one of the indication that we saw is since June of 2020, the home price has goes up. The price per square foot has grown up crazily to the maximum point of 305%, 305 per square foot, right? But then it goes down since that time, since around since May of 2022, and then it's go back up to from the end of 2022, and from that it has been it go up and down, go up and down, as you see here, especially in this period. But obviously, you see that overall in the long run, it still goes up. And obviously, you see, remember, we're talking about the maximum, the highest point is 305.95 per square foot, and now it's go up almost 305 already, almost 300 already. It's 299 plus 17 cents, right? So while it is not at the highest point yet compared to the last year, but it's still very high as of right now, and it's on the trend of moving up as well. So for those of you who are waiting for the sale price to drop, perhaps you may not have that luck anymore. We already passed that drop in price right here. Had you put the house under contract in June, July, August, December, you may have a lower price, but as of right now, you almost equal to the highest point in history already. Okay, so that's number one increased cost for the buyer in today's market, which is the home price. Okay, the number one cost for the home buyers on today's market is actually interest rate. As you see here, this is the interest rate. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move myself. Okay, this is the interest rate that we see as of today is about 6.75. Okay, I'm sorry, 6.87. Okay, right here is about 6.87. So while it is not at the highest point yet for the last year, but it's still relatively high compared to, if you remember back in 2021 or 2022, right? We are talking about a very low interest rate back then. Okay, I can share with you one of the screen here so that you can see at the higher level what it looks like. And this one you can see in this chart right here at a longer period of time. We're talking about 2021 where we have interest rate around 3, and now relatively around 6%, 6.877%, right? So when the interest rate goes higher, the monthly payment of the mortgage payment is going to be much higher compared to last year. And that is number two, cost is still at relatively high. It is not at the maximum, but it's still high compared to previous years, right? So that is the number two cost that increase in this today market. Okay. Number three is the commission change. If you watch my video last week, we are talking about new commission change. This is not applicable yet and not as active as of today, but we're talking about in the future, the advertisement for the buyer agent commission will no longer be available on MLS, which is one of the systems the buyer agent can look at, and the listing agent can actually advertise for the amount of commission that the buyer agent may have. Okay, now no longer apply, no longer be able to list it on MLS anymore. Okay, so in that regard, that means the buyer agents have to negotiate not only with the buyers, but they can also negotiate with the listing agent and to the seller indirectly so that they can get the commission paid, right? So for that reason, the buyer may be in the situation that they have to pay for the buyer commission. So that means is another cost. Okay, so on top, in other words, on top of the regular three costs, the purchase price, the purchase price is a cost, right? The closing cost for lender, closing cost for title. Now the buyer gonna potentially have the fourth cost, which is the commission for the buyer agent. Now there is still plenty to discuss about how the buyer agent, how the buyer can actually pay for the buyer agent for the service. There may be some creative way which is outside of the scope of this video right here. But at a high level, we can look at the situation where the buyer cost actually more. Instead of 3 closing costs, you're gonna have 4 closing costs, as I discussed earlier. So overall, I think that is the trend that we see moving forward with the market right now. The sale price is still high, the interest rate is still high, and the commission gonna add more closing costs to the buyer. So for my suggestion for the investor buyers is that to recalculate all the numbers that you have. I know that some of you may have some strategy and you want to keep it for the last already many years, but now is the time to change because especially with the commission change, you may have to change some of the process to make sure that that cost doesn't add too much burden to you as well. As far for the seller, okay, knowing that the buyer already paid a lot of cost, higher cost in nowadays market, my suggestion for the investor seller is be reasonable with the asking price. If your asking price is too high and the house condition is not bad, or is too bad, then nobody gonna be able to nobody able to or want to make an offer on that house because they already paid too much of the cost and they don't want to tack onto a house which has a lot of problem and over asking. Okay, so those are my suggestions for the investor buyers and investor seller. Thank you so much everyone for watching the today episode. If you do have any questions regarding the information I present today, feel free to contact me directly. My phone number is right here, 602-515-2442. Thank you. Bye-bye.